Imagine the darkest moment of your life. You feel like the whole world is falling apart. Your heart is heavy. Your heart is racing. Your thoughts are racing as well. You don't know what to do. You don't know where to go. You don't know who to call. You are as desperate as you can be. And while you're sitting there in darkness, not knowing what to do, you feel a warm, reassuring hand on your shoulder. You turn around and voila, it's you. You're looking into your own eyes. That's the love who is here to rescue you because you are love. Believe it or not, each and every cell of your body is filled with love, and you are the love. Today, I would love to talk about the topic of love, L-O-V-E. And I would like to start with the etymology of the word love. Historically, if you study the word love, it has the meaning of to desire and to care. This second meaning is absolutely fascinating because the concept of caring is more relatable for some people than love. I've had clients in the past who tell me, when you ask me, do you love yourself or how I can love myself, I have no idea. What does loving myself sound like, feel like, or what is it like? So this concept of caring is more relatable for a lot of people. So etymologically speaking, the word love comes from the Germanic languages meaning to care and to desire. And when you hear the word love, usually the pictures and images that come to mind are of the romantic love between a man and a woman, two people cuddling, caressing, kissing. Actually, it is not an accurate picture. It is a deviation from the reality because we can love a lot of things. We can love the nature. We can love what we do. We can love ourselves. And that's what I'm going to talk about today, different types of love. First and foremost, I would like to start with the concept of self-love. Because the way we love ourselves is the way we can relate to other people, we can love them, and flashing back to the etymology, we can care for other people. What is the meaning of loving myself, which is the important element in knowing thyself, knowing yourself? And the meaning of loving yourself is, listen carefully, and you might want to read, you might want to write what I'm telling you. As I always say, the pen and paper are your best friends. And once you are taking notes, you can retain the information, understand it and digest it much better. And you have a resource you can get back to. So what is the meaning of loving myself or self-love? Loving myself means I know exactly who I am, the golden side and the dark side, the good fluffy side I show to the world, and the shadow part, the bigger part of the iceberg under the water, that I do not necessarily share it with anyone or show it to anyone because I'm afraid if they see it, they might not like me anymore. They might leave me behind. So self-love is being on the journey of self-knowledge and knowing myself, acquainting myself with the golden as well as the dark side, the golden and the shadow side, top small part of the iceberg and the bigger, larger part of the iceberg. And love, accept, respect and embrace all of it. This is what self-love means. And this is exactly where coaching helps us. Coach is someone who is like a flashlight, like a candle, that helps you see the dark side, not to be afraid of it, and more importantly, to embrace it. Believe it or not, accept it or not, we are light and darkness at the same time. We are yin and yang at the same time. There are opposites. We live in the world of opposites. Once we accept it, respect it, embrace it, that's when the journey of self-love starts. The second important element on the journey of self-love is to heal our wounds from the past. No matter what culture, what country, where you are from, we have all had our share of wounds. And again, coaching helps us to recognize, acknowledge these wounds, heal them. And when you're healing your wounds, wounds are like the speed bumps on the journey of self-love and eventually transformation. You remove the speed bumps one by one, and the journey on the road becomes much smoother. So you see the shadows, you don't run away from them. You heal your wounds, and you're becoming whole and complete, and a new version of yourself, a more empowered version of yourself. When you become a more empowered version of yourself, that power helps you to accept the light and the dark together, and to accept that they can coexist, and that you can still be lovely. You have the anger, the greed, the jealousy, the kindness, the empathy, all of it inside you. And you have the power of choice which one to bring out within you. So self-love, two important factors, are accepting yourself as you are, with the yin and yang within you, and healing the wounds, the traumas, the events that weigh you down. Imagine a backpack. It's filled with heavy, big stones, and it's weighing you down on the journey of reaching your goals, on the journey of learning the skill of loving yourself, on the journey of self-empowerment. And by healing, by coaching, you just take one of these heavy rocks from the backpack, you heal it and put it down and step on it. You make a ladder, or you make like stairs that you can climb up to reach your goals, to learn the skill of loving yourself. So talking about the concept of love and why it's important, one of the important elements is to love yourself, because that's where the journey starts. And why is love important? Why should we talk about it? If you ask me, love is the glue that connects everything to each other. Without love, life is meaningless. We need to love who we are. We need to love our life partners, our kids, our job, the nature, the earth, universe, everything in it. And the more love we give out, the more love we receive. One of the most common questions I receive in coaching my clients is, I want to find the love of my life, but it's really hard to find it. What should I do? My answer is always one thing. Start working on yourself. Start healing the wounds. Start learning the skill of loving yourself. One of the most important skills to learn when you're on the journey of loving yourself is writing lists. Again, writing It is really important. Anyone who has reached anywhere, they have used the power of writing. Have a piece of paper, a pen, and write all the reasons why I love myself. I know it might be difficult and surprising at the beginning, like learning any skills, like learning to swim, learning to play the piano. It doesn't matter. Let it feel awkward. Let it feel weird. Still do it. Let your hand shake and still do it. Let your mind tell you, this is ridiculous, it's not gonna work, and still keep doing it. You do it once, twice, 3 times, for a month, for 6 months, for 1 year, and you see the change starts happening. You see that you're not the same person. You're changing. Your thoughts are changing. Your feeling about yourself is changing. When was the last time you took some time out of your busy life, had your pen and paper with you, and wrote a list of why I love myself? If you do that, and when you do that, you see the results for yourself. If not, my friend, knowing something is completely different from doing it, and you need to do it consistently. In my other videos, I talk about the compound effect. Compound effect means you take little, small, gradual, consistent steps over a long period of time. And that's when you see compound effect in action. If not, you do it sporadically, one day here, one day there, nothing is going to happen. You want a 6-pack, you need to show up to the gym 3 times a week. You need to have a daily schedule about what you're eating, about your eating regimen. If not, nothing is going to happen. It's the same about your mindset. You want an empowering mindset. You want the skill of loving yourself. You need to make peace with writing, with the pen and the paper, with consistency, with challenges. If you want different results, you need to do different things. I say that again. If you want different results, you need to do different things. If you keep doing the same things, you will end up being where you are exactly now. Are you happy with that? Enjoy it. If not, you need to do something different. Start with something small, do it differently, write a list, just write one reason why you love yourself for a month, for 3 months, just one reason. And then you see the result for yourself. Don't believe what I'm telling you. Test it for yourself. You will not believe it until you have seen the results and the changes and the transformation happening yourself. Do you know what happens? If you do this very simple exercise for 3 months, you notice you're walking differently. You're presenting yourself differently. You're careful with your choices of words, the way you talk about yourself, the way you talk about other things, or even the events that happen in your life. The power of language, the power of linguistics, the feelings, it all changes. Again, don't take my word for it. You need to do the work. If you want different results, you need to start doing things differently or doing different things. So that was about self-love. And I taught you a technique, writing technique, why I love myself. Practice it and see the compound effect for yourself. Now, let's talk about the concept of loving others, falling in love, having a romantic partner in our lives. Undoubtedly, the path for having someone who understands us as we are, with the golden side and the shadow side, accepting it fully, embracing it fully, respecting it fully, it definitely moves through the path of getting to know yourself and loving yourself. Please write that down. If you're looking for a romantic partner, if you want to meet the one, the prince or princess charming, you need to work on yourself. There is no shortcut. You need to do that. Remember the previous example, doing the exercise for 3 months? While you're doing that, while you're on the journey of self-love, the people in your life start changing. Some of them leave you. Some of them contact you less. New people enter your life, and new people are new opportunities. When your level of awareness changes by healing your traumas, working on yourself, and having a meaningful project in life that you are working towards, it could be any meaningful project, that's when real change happens. That's when new people come into your life and you have an opportunity to meet new people. If you're in the same level of awareness, no change happens. You keep meeting the same people. Their face might look different. Their economic status might be different. Their job might be different. However, the level of awareness and the type of wounds they bring into your life, it's going to be a recurring pattern. I have many clients who tell me, Ellie, I keep attracting the same partners into my life. A lot of recurring patterns in them. What do you think I tell them? Start working on yourself. Know exactly who you are. Know exactly what you want in your ideal partner and start becoming them. Start working on your wounds. Start working on your past trauma. Give empowering meaning to them. Ask yourself empowering questions. And lo and behold, different people enter your life. Different romantic opportunities, romantic partners are created for you because you are creating them consciously and intentionally by working on yourself, by being clear on what you exactly want from life. And it's okay if these things change along the way, because as I teach in my course, E in life stands for evolve. As you change, your goals change. As you change, the people in your life change. As you change, your meaningful projects change. And that's absolutely fine. If the people in your circle are changing at the same time, their level of awareness is changing, they're also working on themselves, they're becoming an empowered version of themselves, you will move along together. If not, your paths separate. This is where it gets a bit hard. We become fearful. We become lonely. And let me tell you, you might want to write this down as well. The journey to self-empowerment, healing, and becoming an empowered version of ourselves that we know deep inside what it feels like, what it looks like. It goes through periods of being lonely and solitude. Solitude teaches us important, empowering lessons, pieces of gem, pieces of wisdom that we cannot have them while we are within a crowd. It's not easy. It's challenging. it's totally worth it. Why? Because while you're going through that darkness, you feel that you've been left alone. But actually, you are preparing to meet your more empowered version. You're preparing to meet that lighter, healed, and a more empowered version of yourself. So to recap, solitude, going through darkness, going through challenges are all a part and parcel of becoming who you want to be on the journey of self-fulfillment, on the journey of self-transformation. So you want to have a romantic partner in your life. The answer is start working on yourself. The answer is coach yourself to that version that has changed their level of awareness and consciously and intentionally work on themselves so that people with different levels of awareness who are intentionally and consciously working on themselves enter your life. That's the only way. There is no shortcut. I promise you, if you don't change, if you don't work on yourself, if you do not change the level of your awareness, you keep bringing the same people into your life and you lead yourself to misery. This I can promise you. On the other hand, you start working on yourself. You change your level of awareness. You get a coach. You join a group of people who are also working on themselves. And you see the change happening. You see new people entering your life and the old ones leaving your life. And again, if someone wants to leave your life, let them leave and give them love because you are love. If a new person enters your life, welcome them with love because you are love. The beginning and the end of the story of love is you. The work you do on yourself, the journey you are on, the decisions you make consciously, intentionally. Because deep down, when you close your eyes, you exactly know who you are, what kind of power you have, and you're moving towards that. You have a meaningful project in your life that you're moving towards. So I talked about self-love. I talked about loving others and finding your romantic partner, someone you want to spend the rest of your life with. And for some people, the rest of your life could be 5 years, could be 1 year, could be 10 years, or could be 50 years. It doesn't matter. The important thing is, when they come to our life, we welcome them with love. When we are living with them, growing with them, we do this with love. And if and when the time comes that our paths are different, we say our goodbyes with love. This is absolutely crucial and important. And the reason is because, my friend, you are love. You are the only person who is by your side from the moment you were born until you die. People come and go. It's your responsibility to be love. And the third part I would love to talk about today is finding a source of love outside ourselves. For someone that could be the creator, for someone that could be the universe, for someone that could be Mother Nature, anything. Your job, what you create. As human beings, we are very much meaning-centered. And we're always looking for something outside ourselves to connect what we do to that outside source, to get a meaning from that. That's why we join a lot of clubs and groups and brands, because that sense of belonging and sense of identity is absolutely crucial to our existence. Find something, whatever you believe in or whatever you choose to believe in, outside yourself, to connect your love to that source and to get love from it. You can say something like this to yourself: the universe loves me and supports me in what I do. You can make a mantra out of this based on your own choice and keep repeating that to yourself. What this does is it amplifies the love within you first. Secondly, it gives you the sense of protection, support, and peace that I am loved, I am safe, and I am supported. And once you do this, you need to consciously and intentionally do anything you're doing, say whatever you say, think whatever you think through the lens of love, through the glasses of love. And you do this bit by bit, piece by piece, taking baby steps. You see someone for the first time, take your love glasses or lenses. You're moving into a new space, workplace, city, country, party. Take your love glasses with you. No matter where you're going, no matter what you're doing, take your love glasses with you. Why? Because life is challenging in and of itself. We can intentionally use strategies and methods to make it a bit easier for us. And one way to do that is to wear a pair of glasses which filters everything through love. I'm not asking you to deviate from reality, or I'm not asking you to fabricate stuff for yourself. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, no matter what happens and no matter what you're doing, you can always create an empowering story for yourself that helps you move one step forward on what you're working at the moment. Or else, you can be on autopilot. And when you're on autopilot, my friend, do you know what dominates? Negativity bias. If you let negativity bias decide what is happening to you, interpret the stories for you, it's gonna be disastrous. That I can promise. But if you're on the journey of self-empowerment, you're working on yourself, you're healing the wounds, you're learning the skill of loving yourself, loving others, connecting to your love, to something bigger than you, you can be intentional in what you do. You can be conscious of what you're doing. And one thing you might do is to take your pair of love glasses and lenses with you. Why? Because it helps you. Why? Because it accelerates your journey of self-empowerment. If there is one thing you can do today, if there is one thing you can do today to show yourself that I love myself, what would that be? Please write it down. If there is one thing I can do today that shows myself I love myself, something very small, a baby step, what would that be? This is an empowering question. Write it down, contemplate it, think about it, and take the action. The next day, ask it again, take an action. The next day, ask the question, take an action. Write about it, reflect on it, learn from it, and evolve through it. I have talked about the topic and concept of love today. We can see love everywhere if we choose to. We can hear love everywhere if we choose to. The choice is ours. Love starts with self-love, knowing and accepting who we are with all the strength, all the weaknesses, the light and the darkness. Accepting, respecting, and embracing all of us. Once we are on that journey, if we want to have a romantic partner in our life, this journey is also facilitated through self-love, through knowing who we are, why we are here, and what's our calling in this lifetime. By working on yourself, by healing yourself, you facilitate the way for new people and opportunities to enter your life and connect your life to something outside you, something bigger. And this helps, again, facilitate your journey and your life on planet Earth. Take your love glasses with you wherever you go, whatever you're doing. Remind yourself to take them. Change your level of awareness by working on yourself, by coaching yourself. Join empowering groups. Whenever you want to do something, ask yourself, is what I'm going to do worth my time and energy? Does doing this show me I love myself? If the answer is no, put it aside. I hope this episode has been useful for you. If you have any questions, any comments, put them down in the comments below, and I would love to be in touch with you and share this with anyone you love, anyone you think can benefit from listening to this, watching this. And until another video, take care and keep shining.